The Indus Valley civilization was vast, stretching across the Bronze Age landscape of modern-day Bharat and Pakistan, covering more area than Egypt or Mesopotamia. In the 1920s, archaeologists at sites like Mohenjo-daro began unearthing a world of planned cities, advanced drainage, and these curious, inscribed objects. This seal, featuring a mysterious unicorn-like creature and a line of symbols, was one of the first clues to a lost literacy. Over 4,000 such inscriptions have been found, spanning from the bustling streets of Harappa to the distant ports of the Persian Gulf. Even famous artifacts like the priest king offer no written context, leaving the language of these people a ghost in the archaeological record. Unlike the lengthy Egyptian hieroglyphs, Indus inscriptions are incredibly short, making them much harder to analyze. On average, an inscription contains only 5 symbols. This brevity is the primary hurdle for any codebreaker. Scholars have identified over 400 unique characters, ranging from recognizable figures like fish and jars to abstract geometric shapes. Some symbols appear everywhere, suggesting common words or titles, while others appear only once in the entire corpus. The consistency of these symbols across hundreds of miles suggests a highly standardized system of communication or administration. What language did they speak? The debate rages between potential ancestors of the Dravidian or Indo-Aryan language families. Scholars look for patterns that match known ancient languages, but without a bilingual text, it's all educated guesswork. The Rosetta Stone unlocked Egypt because it had a Greek translation. For the Indus Script, no such key has ever been found. We see the script on everything from elite stone seals to common pottery, suggesting it was part of daily life, not just for kings. Then, around 1900 BCE, the script vanished. The cities were abandoned, and the writing system was lost to the sands of time. Decipherment efforts began early. Sir John Marshall was among the first to realize the profound importance of these mysterious markings. Since then, Soviet and American scholars have applied cryptanalysis, attempting to find a pattern in the chaos. Modern algorithms now scan thousands of inscriptions, looking for the underlying logic of the syntax. Scholar Oscar Parpala has spent decades arguing for a Dravidian connection, using astronomical and linguistic clues. The Dola Veer billboard is our longest clue. 10 large symbols that once hung over a city gate, but even it remains silent. By mapping where symbols appear, we can see how trade and culture linked distant outposts of the empire. Other scripts like Linear B were solved because they represented a known language. The Indus Script offers no such bridge. We can trace the evolution from simple marks on early pottery to the sophisticated characters found on metamorphosed seals. Modern archaeology uses every tool available, from chemical analysis to high-powered microscopy, to find hidden details. But many artifacts are fragmented, with crucial symbols broken away, leaving only partial sentences of a forgotten tongue. Could it be that these aren't words at all? Some suggest they are family crests, religious icons, or merchant brands. The debate is whether these symbols follow linguistic rules or are purely decorative and symbolic like modern traffic signs. Yet, the way the symbols combine and follow a specific order suggests a grammatical structure that hints at true writing. The script appears on stone, pottery, metal, and ivory, showing its versatility across different levels of society. Look closely at these clusters. The complexity is staggering. This wasn't just decoration, it was information. Today, artificial intelligence and neural networks are being trained to see patterns the human eye might miss. Computers can calculate the probability of one symbol following another, narrowing down the linguistic possibilities. Can a machine learn to speak a dead language? We are pushing the boundaries of technology to find out. 3D laser scanning captures every microscopic detail of physical seals, creating a digital library for the world's researchers. Satellites now search for buried cities, hoping to find the one site that holds the bilingual key we so desperately need. But time is running out. The ruins themselves are slowly being reclaimed by the earth and the elements. Modern urbanization and looting threaten to destroy undiscovered inscriptions before they can ever be cataloged. Climate change and rising salt levels are eating away at the fragile mud bricks of Mohenjo-Daro and Harappa. Every new find is a precious chance. A single shard could be the breakthrough that changes history. Museum basements around the world hold thousands of cataloged items, waiting for a fresh pair of eyes to see the pattern. The future of the mystery lies in global collaboration, where physical evidence meets digital processing. Linguists, archaeologists, and computer scientists are working together to finally crack the code. Until then, this blank, uncarved seal represents the vast silence of the Indus people, waiting for their story to be told. One day, these symbols might transform from silent icons into the vibrant voices of a grand ancient culture. The mystery endures, a testament to the sophistication and secrets of the world's first great city. Deep in the heart of India, a silent witness to 30,000 years of human history stands tall against the passage of time. These aren't just stones. They are the world's oldest canvases, capturing the raw essence of our ancestors' lives and their mysterious rituals. Welcome to the Ancient Canvas Mystery. Today, we unlock the secrets of Bhimbetka, a UNESCO World Heritage treasure. In 1957, archaeologist V.S. Wakankar stumbled upon these shelters while traveling by train, noticing rock formations similar to those in Spain and France. Located in the Vindhyan Mountains of central India, this site spans over 700 shelters across 7 hills, hidden by dense forest. Early excavations in the 1970s revealed a continuous sequence of human occupation stretching from the late Acheulean to the late Mesolithic period. The paintings reveal a sophisticated understanding of nature, depicting animals like elephants, tigers, and rhinoceroses with stunning anatomical detail. Geological forces over millions of years carved these natural hollows, providing the perfect sanctuary for early humans to dwell and create. Artistic styles here evolved over 10,000 years. We see a transition from simple stick figures to complex, multi-layered narratives. During the Mesolithic era, the art was dominated by dynamic hunting scenes, where tiny human figures are shown in high-speed motion. As centuries passed, the focus shifted from survival to symbolism, incorporating spiritual icons and complex social structures into the murals. Later periods introduced tribal warfare, depicting warriors on horses and elephants, suggesting a more organized and perhaps more violent society. Intriguingly, domestic life is also celebrated, with tender depictions of families, women working, and even pregnant figures. By 5000 BC, the Mesolithic inhabitants had turned these rocks into a masterpiece of communal identity and hunting prowess. The precision of their barbed spears and curved bows suggests a highly developed technology for the time, recorded forever in red ochre. These artists used natural minerals like hematite and manganese, mixed with animal fat or plant resin to create lasting pigments. They didn't just hunt, they celebrated. We see groups dancing in circles, accompanied by what appear to be drums and flutes. Yet, some patterns remain entirely mysterious, geometric grids and dots that could be maps of the stars or spiritual gateways. One of the most imposing features is the Chief's Rock in the Auditorium Cave, a massive boulder that seems to dominate the space. The paintings here are distinct, featuring large, powerful bulls and mysterious figures that some believe represent a tribal leader. Archaeologists have found no evidence of permanent residence here, suggesting the Auditorium Cave was a site for special ceremonies. Researchers today are still debating whether this was a meeting place for clans or a sacred stage for spiritual initiations. The rock's unique acoustics and central position make it the perfect candidate for a communal focal point of prehistoric life. Whatever its true purpose, the Chief's Rock remains the heart of Bhimbetka's enduring enigma. Between 3000 and 2000 BCE, the cave dwellers encountered a new world as agricultural communities began to flourish nearby. This contact changed their art. We see the introduction of new symbols and tools, marking the start of the Chalcolithic period. The use of copper tools is hinted at in the finer details of the later paintings, showing a technological leap in their daily life. Domesticated animals like dogs and cattle start to appear more frequently, reflecting their shift from pure hunting to a semi-settled life. Bhimbetka became a cultural crossroads, where the ancient ways met the dawn of civilization. However, by 1000 BCE, a decline began. The once vibrant and detailed art started to lose its complexity. Medieval paintings at the site are simpler, coarser, and lack the dynamic energy of their prehistoric predecessors. Environmental changes or the migration of populations to the plains may have left these shelters largely abandoned. In some areas, we see a palimpsest effect, where newer, simpler styles were painted directly over the ancient masterpieces. This fading tradition marks the end of an era, as the rock shelters transitioned from living homes to silent monuments. Today, these precious records face a modern threat. Natural erosion and human-induced factors are causing the art to vanish. Centuries-old pigments are flaking away, leaving behind vacant rock faces that once told stories of great hunts. Urgent documentation efforts are underway to digitally preserve these images before they are lost forever to the sands of time. Climate change and rising humidity levels are accelerating the decay, making the race against time even more critical. Digital 3D scanning is now being used to create a permanent virtual record, ensuring that even if the rock fades, the history remains. Modern technology is also helping us find new sites. Satellite imagery has recently revealed hidden shelters in deep forest tracks. These new discoveries offer fresh insights, featuring rare depictions of wildlife and tribal life never seen before. Artificial intelligence is even being trained to recognize patterns and decode the symbolic language of the rock art. Global collaboration between Indian and international archaeologists is shedding new light on Bhimbetka's place in world history. With every new symbol decoded, we move one step closer to understanding the minds of our most ancient ancestors. Preservation today involves techniques like microencapsulation to protect the rock surface from further environmental damage. As a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Bhimbetka is now under a strict conservation plan to balance tourism with protection. Visitor centers now educate the public on the importance of not touching the rocks, helping ensure these paintings survive for centuries more. Our goal is simple: to keep this ancient artistic flame burning for the generations that will follow us. Deep in the Boromani grasslands of Maharashtra, a 2,000-year-old secret has finally been unveiled to the world. This is India's largest ancient stone labyrinth, a mystery that challenges our understanding of early civilizations in the Deccan Plateau. Located near the village of Boromani, this site was hidden for centuries until archaeologists began to peel back the layers of time. Archaeologists are meticulously uncovering these ancient stone rings, revealing the precision of a lost era. Spanning 50 by 50 feet, the structure consists of 15 concentric circuits, a layout that is as complex as it is beautiful. The engineering is remarkable. Notice the precise tool marks on these interlocking stones, indicating advanced ancient masonry techniques. With over 1,300 feet of stone pathways, the spiral design creates a journey toward a central mystery. As we move inward, all paths lead to this, a mysterious coiled center stone that seems to hold the heart of the labyrinth. Artifacts found at the site, like these pottery shards and copper tools, provide clues about the people who built this wonder. Scientific analysis, including carbon dating, places the construction in the early centuries of the Common Era. Perhaps the most shocking find was the Roman amphora shards, suggesting this site was connected to trade routes across the ocean. This animation shows how the Boromani site linked the Deccan Plateau with the vast markets of the Roman Empire. Local legends call this the chakra viewer, and villagers have shared stories passed down through generations about its cosmic power. Is it a coincidence that the spiral mirrors the patterns of distant galaxies? Some researchers believe the labyrinth is a map of the heavens. Geometric analysis reveals that the labyrinth incorporates the golden ratio, showcasing an incredible understanding of mathematical harmony. During the equinox, the center stone acts as a solar calendar, its shadow marking the changing seasons with pinpoint accuracy. Was it a temple, an observatory, or a spiritual center? Experts are currently debating these fascinating possibilities. To look deeper, we use modern technology like LiDAR and ground-penetrating radar to see what lies beneath the surface. Virtual reality reconstructions allow us to walk through the labyrinth as it looked 2,000 years ago, preserving it for future generations. Today, Bormani has become a place of learning where the next generation discovers the brilliance of their ancestors. As international teams collaborate, the story of Bormani is only beginning. 7,000 years before the pyramids rose, along the banks of the Indus River, the world's first urban civilization was taking shape. The pre-Harappan civilization, spanning modern-day Pakistan and northwest India, represents humanity's earliest experiments with complex city life. At Mehrgarh, we find the roots of this revolution. Archaeologists carefully brush away layers of earth to reveal 7 millennia of history. Imagine a bustling Neolithic village, where simple mud brick houses with thatched roofs formed the foundation of the world's first urban centers. From stone tools to the birth of copper metallurgy, these early settlers were pioneers of technological advancement in the ancient world. The timeline of the pre-Harappan period stretches from 7000 BCE, slowly evolving into the grand Harappan civilization we know today. In sites like Dholavira, we see the beginnings of incredible engineering, particularly in their mastery of water conservation in arid lands. They constructed underground channels and massive stone reservoirs, a sophisticated response to the challenges of their environment. Their pottery reveals an artistic soul, decorated with distinctive geometric patterns that hint at a shared cultural identity across the valley. The discovery of beads made from semi-precious stones provides clear evidence of early craft specialization and a growing economy. Terracotta figurines of humans and animals suggest a rich spiritual life, perhaps representing the earliest religious beliefs of the region. Extensive trade routes already connected these sites to distant lands like Mesopotamia and the Persian Gulf, exchanging goods and ideas. Early attempts at writing appear on seal stones, featuring symbols that remained some of the greatest undeciphered mysteries of history. In early workshops, copper metallurgy was perfected. Ancient smiths used advanced smelting techniques to forge tools that transformed their society. The urban planning layout shows the birth of grid patterns, suggesting a central authority and a remarkably organized way of life. We find precursors to the Great Bath of Mohenjo-Daro, indicating that ritual purity and water played a central role in their culture. Defensive walls and fortifications began to appear, hinting at the complexities of early urban warfare and the need for security. Agricultural terraces and irrigation systems allowed for a food surplus, the essential fuel for any growing civilization. Cemetery sites reveal diverse burial practices, providing us with clues about their social hierarchy and beliefs in the afterlife. Foreign trade goods, including beads from Mesopotamia, prove that these people were part of a vast, interconnected Bronze Age world. Climate change and shifts in river systems forced these early urban centers to adapt, leading to incredible environmental resilience. Over time, many pre-Harappan centers declined or transformed, paving the way for the full maturity of the Indus Valley civilization. When we compare pre-Harappan and Harappan features, we see a clear progression toward the massive, standardized cities of the future. Despite our discoveries, many questions remain. Who were these people? What language did they speak? The answers are still buried. At Chortagai, near the Afghan border, we find the farthest outpost of this culture, showing the incredible reach of their influence. Ancient jewelry workshops reveal the tools of a highly skilled craft, where artisans worked with gold, silver, and precious stones. Massive granaries and storage facilities suggest a centralized system of food distribution, a hallmark of an organized state. Archaeological evidence hints at multi-story buildings, showing that vertical urbanization began much earlier than previously thought. Religious structures and possible temples point toward a shared spiritual practice that unified these diverse urban communities. Early writing tablets and script samples show a linguistic evolution that would eventually become the famous, undeciphered Indus Script. Domestic architecture layouts reveal how families lived, with central courtyards serving as the heart of the community home. Specialized craft areas demonstrate a clear division of labor, with entire neighborhoods dedicated to pottery, bead making, or metalwork. Transportation and trade carts facilitated movement and connectivity, linking distant villages into a cohesive economic network. Astronomical alignments in their structure suggest a deep understanding of the stars and their use in seasonal planning. Evidence of medical practices, including dental work and early surgical tools, shows a surprising level of ancient scientific knowledge. Social hierarchy is visible through the differences in housing, with larger residences belonging to the city's elites. Religious iconography and symbols served as powerful cultural identity markers, uniting people across a vast geographic area. Large amounts of manufacturing waste suggest industrial-scale production, showing these cities were hubs of early mass manufacturing. Public spaces and gathering areas provided a foundation for community organization and perhaps early forms of collective governance. Water management systems, including drains and sewers, show a level of engineering sophistication that was unmatched for centuries. Standardized trade weights and measures are evidence of a highly organized and fair economic system across the region. Musical instruments and entertainment artifacts give us a glimpse into the cultural life and leisure of these ancient people. Clothing and textile production tools show a sophisticated sense of fashion and the importance of identity in urban life. Weaponry and defensive structures hint at the security concerns of the era, though large-scale warfare remains a debated topic. Food processing equipment, like grinding stones, tells us about their dietary habits and the evolution of South Asian cuisine. Educational materials and writing practice tablets suggest that literacy was a valued skill even in these early societies. Large administrative buildings point to the existence of a bureaucracy needed to manage a complex and growing city. We see regional variations in pre-Harappan cultures, showing a diverse tapestry of peoples moving toward a shared urban future. Migration patterns and population movements were the engine of this growth, as people flocked to these new centers of opportunity. The technological innovation timeline shows a steady progression of human ingenuity, from simple fires to complex kilns. Trade networks reached such complexity that they influenced cultures thousands of miles away, creating a globalized ancient world. Cultural diffusion allowed ideas to spread as quickly as goods, creating a shared heritage that still influences South Asia today. The settlement hierarchy, from small villages to massive urban centers, shows a sophisticated social and economic structure. Resource management and sustainability were key lessons learned by these ancient people, lessons that are still relevant today. Archaeological challenges remain, but every new discovery brings us closer to understanding these urban pioneers. Modern technology, from satellite imaging to DNA analysis, is helping to solve ancient mysteries that were once thought lost. Future research directions promise to reveal even more about the daily lives and grand achievements of the pre-Harappan people. The connection to modern Indian civilization is undeniable, as these ancient roots continue to nourish the culture of today. UNESCO World Heritage Site recognition highlights the global importance of preserving these priceless archaeological treasures. Tourism and cultural heritage preservation allow people from around the world to connect with this ancient story. Academic institutions continue to study these sites, ensuring that the knowledge gained is passed on to future generations. International collaborations in archaeology bring together the best minds to solve the puzzles of the Indus Valley. Indigenous knowledge and traditional practices often provide vital clues to how these ancient people lived and worked. Environmental adaptation strategies used by the ancients can offer insights for our own struggles with the changing climate. Economic lessons from ancient trade systems remind us of the enduring power of connectivity and mutual benefit. Urban planning insights from these ancient cities can help us design more sustainable and livable modern metropolises. Their water conservation techniques are a testament to the fact that we have always been innovators in the face of scarcity. Craft preservation and skill transmission ensure that the artistry of the Indus Valley is never truly lost. Cultural identity formation through archaeology helps us understand where we come from and where we are going. The mystery of the script's origin continues to captivate, a silent message from the past that we hope one day to read. Social organization and governance systems of the pre-Harappan era set the stage for the great Indus Empire to follow. Their legacy is felt in every corner of contemporary South Asian culture, from architecture to the rhythm of daily life. Climate resilience from ancient adaptations remains one of their most powerful gifts to the modern world. Technological innovation patterns established thousands of years ago continue to drive our own quest for a better future. Trade network evolution from these early roots has blossomed into the globalized world we inhabit today. Urbanization processes and challenges we face today were first encountered and overcome by these ancient pioneers. The cultural complexity and diversity of the pre-Harappan era remind us that unity is found in our shared human story. Human settlement patterns are a testament to our capacity to build and connect across the vast expanse of time. Material culture and daily life artifacts are windows into the human spirit, revealing our capacity to create and innovate. Religious and spiritual practices provided a sense of meaning and community that still resonates in the modern world. Death and burial customs offer a poignant reminder of our shared mortality and the enduring quest for a legacy. Art and aesthetics expression were essential to the pre-Harappan people, showing that beauty is a fundamental human need. Scientific knowledge and innovation from this era are the foundation upon which all subsequent civilizations were built. In the ruins of these cities, we find not just artifacts, but windows into the human capacity to build, create, and connect. Across every continent, ancient peoples raised massive stones to create monuments that still defy explanation, marking the dawn of human civilization's architectural journey. These early megalithic structures represent humanity's first attempts at permanent architecture, astronomy, and spiritual expression on a truly global scale. From the colossal menhirs of Karnak to the mysterious temples of Malder, these stone giants tell us about our ancestors' relationship with the cosmos. In India, megalithic burial sites in Karnataka reveal intricate stone circles and dolmens, showcasing a deep respect for the departed and the spiritual world. The megalithic period, spanning from 4000 to 1000 BCE, was an era of unprecedented collaborative effort and shared cultural values across vast distances. Stonehenge itself underwent several construction phases, evolving over millennia as its builders' understanding of the stars and seasons grew more sophisticated. In Scotland, the Callanish stones form a striking Celtic cross, standing as silent sentinels on the Isle of Lewis against the backdrop of the Atlantic. The Passage Tomb of Newgrange in Ireland remains a masterpiece of engineering, designed to capture the first light of the winter solstice. Even the foundations of the Sanchi Stupa in India suggest an early megalithic influence, blending ancient traditions with rising architectural grandeur. The Dolmen of Menga in Spain features one of the largest limestone chambers ever built, a testament to the sheer scale of Neolithic ambition. Across South India, megalithic cist graves in Tamil Nadu reveal a complex society that honored its dead with enduring stone containers. The trilithons of Baalbek in Lebanon push the limits of ancient capability, with stones so massive they were thought to be moved by giants. At Göbekli Tepe in Turkey, we find the world's oldest known temples, where pre-pottery megaliths predate organized agriculture by thousands of years. In the New World, Maya pyramid stone blocks continue this megalithic tradition, proving that the drive to build big was a universal human trait. The cyclopean walls of Mycenae in Greece used stones so large that later civilizations believed only mythical cyclopes could have moved them. Malta's megalithic temples are among the oldest freestanding structures on Earth, predating the pyramids of Egypt and Stonehenge. Standing stone circles in Brittany, France, were carefully arranged to align with celestial movements, acting as massive clocks for ancient farmers. The megalithic observatory at Nabta Playa in Egypt shows that ancient peoples were tracking the stars long before the pharaohs rose to power. Iron Age burial sites in India feature megalithic graves belonging to warriors, indicating that stones were symbols of status and strength. In the Rann of Kutch, Gujarat, unique stone circles speak to the diversity of the megalithic tradition within the Indian subcontinent. How did they do it? Theories suggest the use of wind rollers, levers, and massive human labor to move these titans across the landscape. Quarry sites reveal how builders used simple tools to extract massive stones by exploiting natural fractures in the bedrock. Many megaliths were transported over dozens of miles, utilizing rivers and land routes in a feat of logistics that remains impressive today. The precision cutting and fitting of these stones without mortar suggests a level of engineering skill that was far ahead of its time. Many megalithic structures were perfectly aligned with the solstices and equinoxes, serving as monumental calendars for agricultural cycles. These sites were sophisticated timekeeping systems, helping ancient societies predict seasonal changes and manage their survival. Sacred geometry and complex mathematical patterns found in stone arrangements suggest a deeper understanding of the universe's structure. Burial chambers were more than just graves. They were centers for ancestor worship and a bridge between the living and the spirit world. Megalithic art and petroglyphs carved into the stones provide a glimpse into the ancient symbolism and myths that governed their lives. The size and location of tombs often reflected social hierarchy, revealing how ancient communities organized themselves around these monuments. Trade networks are revealed by the diverse sources of stones, showing that ancient peoples would travel great distances for the perfect materials. Ritual practices and ceremonial gatherings at these sites helped forge a shared identity among the scattered tribes of the Neolithic era. The tools they used, though primitive, were used with expert skill to shape the hardest granite and limestone into enduring monuments. Construction was often seasonal, organized around the harvest and the movements of the stars to maximize community labor. Megalithic building was a massive community effort, involving hundreds if not thousands of people working toward a common goal. Their alignment with cardinal directions shows a sophisticated understanding of geography and the orientation of the world they inhabited. Advanced civil engineering is also evident in their water management systems, often integrated into the very landscape of the megaliths. By mastering astronomy, these builders created celestial navigation tools that would help their descendants explore the wider world. The earthquake-resistant techniques used in fitting these massive blocks allowed many of these structures to survive for thousands of years. These sites acted as gathering places, the first true public squares where news was shared and social bonds were reinforced. Every alignment and stone placement carried symbolic weight, creating a landscape that was both functional and deeply meaningful. Today, preserving these fragile sites is a major challenge as they face the threats of erosion, climate change, and modern development. Modern archaeological dating methods like carbon-14 and OSL are revealing that many sites are much older than we previously thought. 3D modeling allows us to virtually reconstruct these sites, giving us a glimpse of their original glory and the builders' techniques. Ground-penetrating radar is discovering hidden chambers and buried stones that have remained unseen for thousands of years. DNA analysis of the remains found at these sites is revealing the origins and migration patterns of the megalithic builders. Isotopic analysis of teeth and bones is providing new data on the diet and lifestyles of the people who raised these stones. These structures also served as territorial markers, defining the boundaries of tribal lands in a world with no maps. The cultural diffusion of megalithic traditions shows a shared human impulse to leave a permanent mark on the landscape. Comparative analysis reveals that despite being separated by oceans, different cultures arrived at similar architectural solutions. Knowledge of the stars and the seasons was passed down through generations, kept alive by the presence of these stone monuments. In some parts of the world, indigenous megalithic practices still exist today, providing a living link to our ancient past. Building these structures required massive environmental resources, shaping the local landscapes for thousands of years to come. Megalithic sites may also have been built as a response to climate change, providing a stable center in a shifting world. The impact of modern tourism is a double-edged sword, bringing awareness while also putting pressure on fragile prehistoric structures. Virtual reality is becoming an essential tool for education, allowing students to walk through these ancient sites without leaving their classrooms. Educational programs help preserve our megalithic heritage, teaching new generations to value and protect these stone witnesses to history. Modern festivals at ancient sites continue the tradition of celebrating the solstices, keeping the spirit of the megaliths alive. International cooperation in megalithic research is helping us piece together the puzzle of our shared human story across borders. Even modern architecture finds inspiration in the simple power and monumental scale of ancient megalithic forms. Many mysteries remain unsolved. Why did these people suddenly stop building with stone, and what happened to their knowledge? Future research using advanced scanning and AI may finally unlock the secrets of how and why these monuments were built. These sites remain centers of pilgrimage and spirituality, drawing people from all over the world to experience their ancient power. Much of the construction knowledge was lost over time, leaving us to wonder at the genius of our Neolithic ancestors. They were the world's first astronomical observatories, built with a precision that still rivals some of our modern equipment. Evidence suggests some megaliths were aligned with magnetic north, hinting at a deep connection to the Earth's natural forces. Water alignments and proximity to sacred springs show that megaliths were often part of a larger, living sacred landscape. Some traditions link these sites with healing practices, where the energy of the earth and stones was used for wellness. Megalithic art depicts ancient myths and legends, though their true meanings are often lost to the mists of time. The mathematics and geometry behind their construction suggest a society that was far more sophisticated than we often imagine. They were calendars and time markers, helping ancient people navigate the flow of time and the changing of the seasons. Megalithic heritage is central to the cultural identity of many regions, providing a sense of continuity across thousands of years. These sites serve as educational classrooms, teaching us about geology, astronomy, and the resilience of the human spirit. Every stone raised was a triumph of human endurance, a testament to what we can achieve when we work together. They represent a cosmic consciousness, a desire to align our earthly lives with the greater movements of the universe. The alignment with sacred landscapes shows that these monuments were meant to be part of the earth, not just built on top of it. As community gathering places, they saw the birth of our social structures, our religions, and our shared cultural narratives. In earthquake zones, their construction techniques show a profound understanding of natural forces and how to mitigate them. Megaliths also served as navigation aids, landmarks that guided travelers through unfamiliar territories across the world. Their connection to seasonal agricultural cycles ensured the survival of early farming communities by predicting the best times to plant. By using only natural materials, these builders created structures that are in complete harmony with their surroundings. They defined territorial boundaries, creating a sense of place and belonging for the people who lived among them. These sites were the first teaching tools, where the mysteries of the cosmos were explained through the physical presence of the stones. As we look at these ancient megaliths, we are reminded of our shared heritage and our timeless connection between the earth and the sky.